Oh, when you go to a big round of Monster Energy AMA Supercross and FIM World Championship, you got to deal with the traffic because they pack in the crowds. Jim Holley and I and our cameraman Dave, we're going to try to beat it. So we've already come halfway out, and we're going to hop in our cars to try to get out of here. Crowd was big tonight, and they were treated to a great show. The championship has really tightened up now in this Supercross class. It is on for these last 4 rounds, Jim.
You know, and it's interesting, too, because you mentioned Villopoto coming away with his 7th win of the season, but he struggled in practice, and he struggled in the heat race, didn't win it, and you thought, well, maybe he's not going to do anything, but he comes out, he grabs the spike hole shot, collects $1,500, and he checked out. I mean, he ran like a rabbit. He just left everybody. You know, he knew that he needed some breathing room and came away with that win, but what a great ride for Kevin Windham. He finally solidified that 2nd spot. I know that in Jacksonville he was upset about losing that final podium spot to Trey Kennard, but Kevin rode well. And how about Ivan Tedesco mixing it up? Ivan Tedesco and Kevin Windham are Ryan Villopoto's new best friends right now, as well as his teammate Chad Reed. Chad Reed finishing up in that 4th position. Dungy had a problem. He was battling. He stalled it at one point, but you know, he did damage control. He finished up 5th. He only lost 9 points. He's only holding on to a 12-point lead now with 4 to go. So that means if you do the math and Villopoto wins every one, he can't finish 2nd because they'll tie, and Villopoto will win because he's got more wins. But Chad Reed's only going to get faster. Kevin Windham seems to find his groove, and he's striving to try to be 3rd in the points. You know, he's behind Hill and he's behind Millsaps. And you know, Millsaps struggled with a little bit of an injury that he had with that elbow surgery on the weekend off. And you know, Hill, what can you say? Like I said on the broadcast, he's got a lot of piss and vinegar that first half of the race, but unfortunately those injuries, you know, they kind of get with him towards the end of the races. But it was a great night of racing for that Supercross class. Yeah, well, while the Supercross class's title chase is tightened, there isn't even a title chase anymore in the East Region Lights. It's already over. Christophe Pourcel's champ for the 2nd straight year. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Austin Stroop got off in you know, that practice and was unable to ride. You know, he had a separated shoulder, and you know, that just made it a little bit easier for Pourcel. You know, he comes away. Blake Baggett got the whole shot in that one, collected $1,000 from Spike, but you know, Pourcel got him right away and just kind of checked out, rode his own race, and you know, that's when you ride as a rider and a racer. That's when you ride your best, when the pressure's off. You know, you didn't have any, and that's why we saw Pourcel come away with his 5th win of the season there. But what a great ride for Blake Baggett, the rookie who won in you know, Dallas. A lot of people said, well, a lot of people fell in the first turn, but this solidified that Blake Baggett is the real deal with that 2nd spot, because he had a lot of pressure, and the pressure was from Dean Wilson, and you know, Dean's back. He's got his visa issue. He missed a couple of the rounds, but he was right there. They were battling it out. Then Barsha came in there, and he wanted to get it mix it up with the guys, and on the last lap, Dean Wilson said, hey, I'm not following anybody. He tried to pass you know, in the whoops there, and unfortunately went down, had a problem starting the motorcycle, but he finished up 9th because they were running into a lot of lap traffic, and you know, but Baggett comes away with 2nd, and Barsha gets another podium. But Barsha wants a win. He wants to win again, and he's only got 2 more chances in Supercross, and that's the final round next weekend in St. Louis, and then he's got to wait a couple weeks and think about it, and then we get to that East-West shootout, which you know, I like that East-West shootout because both you know, the East and West lights come together there, and it's just a unique stadium. You know, you go outside the venue there, you got Monster Alley, the starting lines outside. It's just a great time. Make sure you're in Vegas. Yeah, worlds are colliding here in Vegas. You got Villopoto and Dungy getting close. You have the East and West going to line up. Get your tickets now because that thing usually sells out, and the way this is turning out to be, I almost guarantee it's going to happen again in 2010. Supercrossonline.com for more information all week. We're headed to St. Louis. Come join us there.